Welcome back to Cronkite News. I'm Colt Almadova, and this is your Cronkite Sports Report. The Suns stayed hot as they beat the Lakers for their franchise record 63rd win. Led by Devin Booker's 32 points, the win broke their previous record, which was set in 1993 and tied in 2005. The victory also eliminated the Lakers from playoff contention. It marked the fourth time Chris Paul has helped the team set a franchise win record. He previously did it with New Orleans, the Los Angeles Clippers, and Houston. DeAndre Ayton says while this accomplishment means a lot, the work is not yet done.
All I could do was the last 5 seconds in the game. All I could do was just tell everybody how much I appreciate them. You know, I went down the line from the staff to everybody who was sitting on the bench out there with us until I got to the back where everybody else was at. I was just telling everybody thank you, you know, especially putting up with me. We did this. And there's a lot more to go. But, you know, in this team, we still.
The Arizona Diamondbacks revealed some new food options coming to the ballpark ahead of opening day. Cronkite News reporter Connor McGill looks into what fans can expect from the new offerings.
Baseball is back at Chase Field, and so are some new food options for fans to try. Here today, we were able to look at 28 different new food options, and there are plenty of things to choose from. We had the opportunity to speak with senior executive chef Steven Tilder about some of these options.
Might not necessarily be 100% my own, but something that's either a classic recipe or something that's kind of popular, and I like to spin it my own way and do my own interpretation. But it's a lot of eating out, a lot of Instagram, a lot of, you know, saying, hey, this was really cool, but, you know, you get, what if you did it like this or change this around? And then, you know, we do a lot of test kitchen stuff upstairs.
Not only will fans get to enjoy some exciting new food, but some new vendors as well. Chick-fil-A, Black Rock Coffee, and Kremley Pops are just a few of the new stands coming to the ballpark. In Phoenix, Connor McGill, Cronkite News.
A wild Territorial Cup matchup took place on the baseball field as Arizona State defeated 11th ranked Arizona 10-6. The Devils trailed by 3 runs in the 5th inning before the offense came alive. It was the first win over the in-state rivals for first-year head coach Willie Bloomquist, and also the only home game for the Sun Devils against the Wildcats this season. The series continues in Tucson, April 22nd through the 24th. The action wasn't limited to Phoenix Municipal Stadium. The Grand Canyon University baseball team defeated 4th-ranked Texas Tech last night. This was the highest-ranked win in GCU baseball program history, and their 3rd win over a top 15 team this season. The victory pushes the Lopes record to 16-2 on the year. Inclusion in sports is the mission of one Valley man who wanted to create an opportunity for people with disabilities. Cronkite News reporter Ryan Blank has more on the birth of Mikey's League and how it continues to grow.
In 2019, Carl Bender created Mikey's League, a sports group for kids with disabilities. The organization honors Bender's brother, Mikey, who was born with cerebral palsy and a backwards heart.
Originally it started in his memory, but it slowly changed. It changed into that I wanted to create the bond that my brother and I and him and the other neighborhood kids had.
The league's vision is to give kids with disabilities an outlet to play sports that they hadn't had before.
Playing sports and teamwork and have fun.
I get to see like everyone hang out with them.
Coming here, he knows the kids that are here, and there's a community here, and it's a safe place, and it's a place to have fun. Everyone here is accepted, and there's no judgment.
Society treats these kids with kid gloves. They want to be treated just the same as anybody else. So that was the whole purpose. We want to make sure that they're getting the same experience that they see their brothers, their sisters getting at their sports leagues.
I'm a firm believer that sports is kind of one of the best treatments out there. Anyone who's played sports knows all the benefits of sports. So when Carl came to me with his idea of starting a sports program, it was a no-brainer to get involved.
When Mikey passed away in 2008, Carl was in the Army, deployed in Iraq. He returned home for his brother's funeral, which in turn saved him from another tragedy.
As a big brother, you're always there to protect and be there. and just couldn't be there at that time. It was devastating, but there's a silver lining to it. Due to his passing, I got to come home for his funeral. The day of his funeral, my unit got hit with a big IED, and I would not be here if it wasn't for him.
Mikey's memory lives on with the league that continues to grow. In January, the organization partnered up with Connectability Athletics to further their mission.
One of our biggest things at Connectability is we take the dis out of disability, because they all have the ability and it pushes them to the opportunities as long as you allow it to. We've been pushing the athletes. That's one thing that both of our companies have in common is we don't limit them. We like to push them to all their ability.
Mikey's League will continue to grow through partnerships to expand across the valley and beyond. In Tempe, Ryan Blank, Cronkite News.
That's all for today's Cronkite Sports Report. Back to you, Mia.